Okay, greetings everyone. This is First and 2753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution, playing restoring the Ottoman Empire here. It's been a while since I played, so I'm sorry. Haven't really been posting a lot on the channel lately. School has started again, grading a lot of papers on the weekends. Things have been pretty busy, but November might be a little more free than usual. Got a couple free weekends coming up here, so I should be able to get some more stuff in. But yeah, haven't really been doing a lot of gaming lately. Just haven't had the time. I know there's been a lot of requests and things on the channel for different ideas. Most of the ideas that I have for now are going to be on based on Patreon requests, just FYI. So if you really do want to see a series, post on, well, support me on Patreon, and I will definitely fund you. Other than that, YouTube really doesn't make a lot of money, so you know, I have to sort of cater to the Patreons because they're making their donations are almost the 6 patrons I have, or 5 I think I have total, is pretty much their donations are about half of what I actually make on YouTube. So definitely catering to them. That being said, I will be continuing the Making History of the Great War series, as well as probably doing a series on Realpolitik, which is another request from Ari Holyfield, who was also the creator of my Discord. So we're going to be doing that soon. I think it's going to be involving Bulgaria. Some scenario that he has for Bulgaria. It's like a futuristic scenario. That being said, let's take a look at the Turkish economy here. What is it? It's June. Wow, we made it all to June. I didn't think I got that far. Okay, so our growth is at 6.53. That's good. Unemployment is at 4.52. I think that's going down. Inflation going down. I don't remember exactly what was happening. So let's actually just play through a couple weeks here. Looks like we got some sort of terrorist disaster. Estimated damage $6 million. Let's see if we get some international aid from that one. Been looking at some YouTube videos on geopolitical strategies or geopolitical theories about Turkey and their strategies. One of the, it seems to be, oh, nice, there, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, good news, our fiscal performance in the last quarter showed a cash surplus. Help reduce our debt solvency, let's keep it up. I haven't looked at the numbers here. Public finance, very good. What are the budget numbers? Let's look at that. I kind of got sidetracked there, sorry. I'll jump back to what I was saying in a second. Budget excess is at 9.8, and public debt is at 230, so I kind of need a little bit more excess, I think. Liberian president. I guess we can meet with Liberia. I don't think I want anything from them. But as I was saying, Cyprus is sort of the key to the Levant, Eastern Mediterranean, controlling the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. Cyprus is the key, and it's interesting here that I think it was the Americans and the British who, during the Cold War, orchestrated this sort of division of Cyprus, which was supposed to be Greek, but I believe that the Greek nationalist group that was taking over Cyprus, and I gotta re-look at my history, sorry, butchering this right now, but I believe they had some communist leanings, and there was a partition of Cyprus supported by the United Kingdom and the United States. And I thought the United States had bases on Cyprus too, but we definitely have that United Kingdom base there. And this was done to keep Soviet and communist influence out of the Levant. Russia, in general, geopolitically, has an interest in sort of flanking Turkey, so to speak. I've read about this in several books, and the one book that I proposed earlier in this series, The Next 100 Years by George Friedman, talks about what Russia's interests are in Syria. Turkey being a critical member of NATO, and geographically, Turkey controlling the Marmara region here. Marmara region, right? Two straits. I think this is the Bosphorus, and those are the Dardanelles Straits. Or it might be the other way around. But that does cut off Russia from warm water ports. So Russia being able to flank Turkey sort of like to the south has always been a geopolitical interest of the Russians. Hence Russia's intervention in the Syrian war, which is something we may want to get involved in this series. Russia, let's see, they probably have air bases down here. The port of Tartus, I think currently the Russian military has access to this port. I don't know if they have it in the game or not. But Russia also should have an air base. Unless the Russians have pulled out in general. Who is this group? This is the Total Jihad. Total Jihad. We are not completely anti-Total Jihad. We are definitely anti-Kurds. Kurdish resistance. We don't want them to be that successful. Alright, meeting with Liberia. Let's see what's going on here.
Good morning! I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract which, as you will see, is profitable for both our countries.
Purchase Calosa. This is nowhere. This doesn't help us at all. No. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you later. I don't have anything to do with you. Alright. So, but Cyprus is critical to controlling, like I said, the Eastern Mediterranean. From a Turkish point of view, we don't want that to fall under the influence of anyone else. Now, the United Kingdom has an air base here, which could make it difficult for us to take over Cyprus. However, the Cyprus capital, the court commended this verdict as a heavy fine. Not commended. Condemned. Sorry. Where did I get commended? That's condemned. Stay calm for the moment. The Confederate Medical Union leader is out. Okay. We have nothing there. Aha!
Our governmental cell informs me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential informer.
Exactly what I was looking for.
Using transactional analysis, Chicago score naturally, the team has at most a 63.8% chance of making a strategic gain in its position by focusing on this target and only on this target. Do you want us to try the approach?
Absolutely. Gain some insight into...
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is a very good figure.
Very good figure. Insight into the workings of the Cyprus government, which could reveal... Oh, look at that. Unemployment rate dropped to 4% from 7%. We're looking really good economically. Alright, so this insider into Cyprus government could reveal... Is that the capital? I think that's the capital. Could reveal some insight into taking over this territory. If that's the capital, we might be able to capture it just on the first day without even going through the UN. But if we have an option to go through the UN, it might be helpful. Although the United Kingdom may veto it, I don't know. They have the option to veto it. But yeah, that is the capital. The capital's right there. So one thing, I mean, for one, I should deploy more troops here, but I think I want to build a base here. And possibly an airbase. I don't know if it was Winston Churchill. I think it was Winston Churchill that said Cyprus is the unsinkable aircraft of the Levant. So that is where our initial...
Terrorists machine-gunned a crowd of passers-by who
Jeez,
were in the front of...
terrorists. Give me a break.
In a statement sent to the press,
I hate terrorists.
The terrorist organization has claimed responsibility for the operation.
Just in general, I hate terrorists. But also in this game, too. This is really annoying. So, building a military base could be an option here. Construction. Military camp. or military base. We should get a base, probably. Turkey. Cost us $1 billion over 5 years. 387 million per year. Yeah, we're gonna drop this right by their capital. Airbase? I didn't want an airbase. What? I thought it said military base. With you to the death. Land. I clicked on airbase. Jeez, this one's even cheaper though. Yep, right there. Okay.
I don't usually like smooching scenes, but I wanted to tell you that you're well regarded in the barracks. The guys would fight to the death for you, and I totally agree with them.
Excellent. Happiness decline Turkey. Alright, so we have the unsinkable aircraft of the Levant, and we are expanding our influence there. And moving into annexing all of Cyprus, I think, is the first step to restoring the Ottoman Empire. Maybe even support these groups, who knows. I gotta go over my intelligence allocation. Exterior. Where are we managing these networks? Algeria, Armenia, definitely. Oh, we got a lot more agents, so let's pump these up. I'm gonna go after Armenia. That's historic. Rivalry.
We will forget this test. Our team did not even pass the first round.
Oh, that's horrible. We gotta invest more in, let's get a lot in Cyprus. We gotta invest more in sports. Egypt. Crank that up to 20. Greece. 20. Iran. Iraq. Israel. Mexico. What the hell? I don't want that. Russia. Industrial spying. Ooh, steal some technology from Russia. That's good. Saudi Arabia, let's up them. Tensions between Saudi Arabia and Turkey right now. Syria, let's bump that up. Taiwan? United Arab Emirates. And we still have 200. Let's go ahead and bump these up to 25 each. Increasing allocations. I'm going to bump this up to 35. Not going to worry about Israel as much yet. Iran. Greece is definitely a geopolitical rival. 2 in China. I don't even know why I'm in China. Algeria. I'm going to get out of China. Alright, confirm that. Okay.
A homemade bomb packed with nails was hidden in a public bin in the city.
Jeez.
The explosion caused the death of a bystander. Despite the limited resources used there, it is no doubt that it was a criminal attack.
That's just sick.
In a statement sent to the press, the terrorist organization has claimed responsibility for the operation. We have collected intelligence from various departments.
I don't know what's going on. Alright, terrorist groups here. I hate dealing with these terrorist groups. Look at all this. So annoying. I don't know which ones to place under surveillance. There's so many of them. I need more surveillance. Oh, that's the guy. Is that the guy? Or no, that's the guy. Arrest him. Isn't that the guy? Maybe I missed it.
You found absolutely nothing against him.
Isn't that the guy that claimed it? Oh, I missed the name. Probably wasn't. Okay. Let's look at what's going on economically. Taxation. Surplus is almost at 10 billion. Beautiful. What do we have here? Unemployment's going down. Growth looks good. Inflation's okay. Ooh, Greece
Our
minstrel
governmental
target.
cell informs me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential informer.
Do it. Okay, we should probably increase our internal agents. 11,000. How come we only have we have 11,000 agents in the national territory and we can only observe 14 people? That is ridiculous. Cybersecurity. I'm not spending any more money right now. Let's take a look at our taxes. Alright, company taxes down to 17%, employee social security payments down to 12%, and pornography taxes at 48%, company turnover tax 4%. I think I can get over 5. And if I do that, it's another 6 billion in the economy. But we'll have to give a little bit. We'll end up with about 15 billion surplus, I think, budget excess. 15 billion budget excess. I like it. I'm gonna do it. I think this is the third one. Oh, the other thing I have to... Oh, 4. 3. The other thing I have to do is deal with my own ability to stay in office. Oh.
I'd like to congratulate you in person for your popularity. The way the country trusts you moves me, and I am happy to work with you now and undoubtedly for many years.
Hopefully. Alright, company turnover tax will not pass, but let's drop a few. Let's make some adjustments here. Unemployment, we'll take that down. About 500,000, add that. And it actually passes with that, we don't need to do anything else. But I kind of want to cut the company tax in general. It's a big chunk. I want to get those company taxes lowered. We're looking at now 61.5%. Excellent. Yeah, lowering those company taxes improves unemployment. This is the best reform we can do. Now, to the elections. The election's coming up. Algeria target. Get 'em. Elections. Length of head of state. Term limits. We are unlimited at the moment. The next election is in 2019. Should I just run, or should I try to... No, we're not gonna do that. Two turns voting. I don't know. If I am gonna run, I should meet with the businessmen and get some cash. Meet with this guy, he likes me. Maybe I can meet with this guy too, who knows? Left-wing guy is not too opposed to me at the moment. I'm helping the left wing with some of those unemployment reduction payment, reduction of employee payments to Social Security. And passing these bills helps me get huge amount of budget excess in my favor. So, let's speed it up and get to that. Fighting still going on in Syria. Meeting with the right-wing businessman. Coffee?
Sure. Dark and strong.
You are radiant.
You're not bad yourself.
Oh boy, maybe I shouldn't do that. You're definitely the richest and most generous.
It's very kind of you. I'm really pleased to hear it.
Now, give me money.
Yes, it's a good idea.
All
I'll
right.
do my best.
Alright, get some cash. Left-wing businessman. Coffee?
No thanks. My ulcer can't.
Oh, you're radiant.
You're not bad yourself.
Whoa. Is he a, He's heterosexual. Alright. Let's say he is the most richest, generous person.
That's very kind of you. I'm really pleased.
Alright. And fund the party.
Yes, it's a good idea.
Oh wow, we got
I'll do
money
my
from both
best.
left-wing and right-wing businessmen. That's like the Koch brothers and George Soros giving you money. That's insane. Alright, he was heterosexual. Is he hetero-flexible is what my question is. Is that an option? Oh. No. You're either one or the other. Okay. End it. Not that I was interested.
Our governmental cell informs me that it has had the
Reconnaissance
opportunity to approach this potential
the
informer.
initial target.
According to my...
There we go. Bargain concluded. There it is.
Our governmental cell informs me
Get
that
him.
it has...
Look at all this crap. A lot of crap here. I don't know. Ooh, bank transfer, $1.98 billion or $1 million. 400,000, great billionaire. All right. Who's this? Meeting request, Prime Minister of what country? This is like Syria or Iraq. Ooh. Okay, I should meet with them. They're right on the border. Turkey, or not Turkey, Greek bargain concluded. And
governmental
Saudi
cell
Arabia
informs
minister, get him. All right, we got insides to all these governments around the Middle East. We're taking the right steps. Tax reform.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Very good. Purchasing power, unemployment. That should help with bargain concluded in Algeria. Nice. What is this?
The preparations are complete. The whole country is preparing to joyfully celebrate
This
this
is a
occasion.
holiday.
It would be a joy if you would participate in the festivities and mingle with the faithful.
Let's do it. Hopefully I don't get shot. Secret Service. Spend a little bit more on my protection. No, that's not it. Meeting with the Prime
Good
Minister.
morning. I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic
I'm gonna
contract
take your
which,
country
as you
over
will
there,
see,
Prime Minister.
is profitable for both
Occupation.
our countries.
What do we got? I don't want this. Coal. They want us to buy coal from them. And their purchasing price is very high. Oh no. They want to buy coal from us. Ooh. Ooh. $1 billion, huh? Let's make it a little bit more. Almost $2 billion. They're going to be buying from us. I always screw these things up. Is that right? I don't know. It says annual purchase. But it has their purchasing price, which is what usually... So it means that they're going to be buying from us, you would think. Let's send it. I don't know if that was right or not. Do something about your
Our
human
country
rights.
is confronted with many subversive undercurrents, so you'll understand why we are forced to apply an appropriate coercive policy.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I gotta check if that was what I really wanted. Diplomacy. Economy. No! Suppress the contract. Okay. Let's screw that up.
Our governmental
Armenians.
cell informs me that...
Yeah, that's the other area that we have to be concerned about. The Armenians closely aligned with the Russians. So we don't want Russian influence. What is this? Military base from... Is that an Armenian military? There's a Russian military base right there. The Russians are right on our border. We gotta push them back if we can by taking over Armenia. Of course, Russia may object, but the Armenian capital is another one that's right on the border. I gotta work on redeploying some of my forces to these areas. How much is that base? There's a base. What do you got here? 20,000. Alright. Well, there's another base. I think we need more soldiers. $355,000. I want more. Unemployment's at 4.05. Increase in happiness. I didn't even do anything for that. Iran rejected the offer. Bargain concluded in Saudi Arabia. This is Turkish militarism. That's what this episode is all about. That's probably the title, I guess. Did I already have that as a title? I don't know. I'll have to look. Military operations. I don't want that. I want the actual army. Alright. Budget. Only 70,000. See if I can get away with adding 2,000. 18 million. See what that does. See what that does politically. That's what I'm trying to pull off here. Didn't really hit me at all. Militarism, liberties, national defense, employment, etc., etc.
Our governmental cell informed...
Okay, that sounds good.
You know full well that in our services, the empathy curve usually stays close to zero.
Very good. Ah, religious holiday. We are very popular. That doesn't mean I can win an election, though, because I am horrible
Sharing
at
this
elections.
moment of intense spirituality with the faithful gives me great joy. On this holy day, I thank all of our communities across the country, both those in cities as well as those in small, remote villages, who are all coming together in prayer.
Those always remind me of a game that I played that was by Everism called Race to the White House, and they would have that same basic format with those announcements. But it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool election game. Maybe I'll play... I only had the 2012 version, where it was Obama versus Gore. But you could play as an independent, too, which was kind of crazy. Third party. And it was flawed because you only needed the most electoral votes. You didn't need the majority of electoral votes. But it was cool because you got to sort of plan out your campaign and the different events that you went to. I think that was the coolest part. There were like options of where you could go. And you had to pick one that had the best interest, best impact. There was a lot of questions to answer too. So that was a cool game. But last night I was playing Banished. I love Banished. That's another cool game that I play. And I also bought a game during this Steam sale. Life is Feudal Village. I might be looking into that. So I like city builders. I might be getting into some more city building games in my free time. That's how I spend my Friday nights. But you guys let me know if you want to see some of these games on the channel as well. I like those medieval city building games. And then I got Kingdoms and Castles, which is also, but it's not you know, that's like Hard War. That's like a cheaper version, I guess. Knockoff type. But sometimes they're fun. And then I got a space game. Space Engineers. So, I got options for other games I could post on this channel. I'm just not sure what you guys would like to see. I was always thinking about Hearts of Iron Series 2 and maybe a Hearts of Iron Simulation. I don't know. Let me know what type of games you like to post. But again, I'm going to be probably gearing more towards Patreons and what their interests are, because they are about 33% of the income that I get for doing this. And there's only like 5 of them, so thanks to those guys that are still with me. Thank you guys, I appreciate it, and I will continue to be posting. And in November, hopefully, I'll be getting a lot of posts because, like I said, I'm going to have 2 big weekends, 2 4-day weekends. Of course, I have a lot of papers to grade still, but I got a lot of papers graded earlier today, and hopefully I'll get the rest done this weekend, so that next weekend, a whole bunch of games being posted. Maybe even a little bit of Twitch. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel and staying with me, subscribers and Patreons. You guys are the best, and I will continue to be playing Restoring the Ottoman Empire, as well as the Great War with Japan, and looking to do a few other series as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.